Battle of the sides here going on. We're making macaroni and cheese, different versions of macaroni and cheese. So I'm going to start by saying that my version is vegan, truly vegan. I don't even have eggs in this version. It is truly vegan. So I've got the plant-based version going on. We've got...
I'm making a seafood mac. And it's going to have lobster, crab, and shrimp in it.
Ooh, yummy.
Y'all see me dancing?
Yummy, yummy. And what about you, Dr. Melissa?
I'm Chef Mimi today. And Chef Mimi is making a buffalo chicken mac and cheese and a sausage chorizo and bacon mac and cheese.
Ooh,
I like it.
Yeah. I'll go for the buffalo chicken.
They all sound like meat lovers mac and cheese.
Meat lovers heaven.
Right.
Like on a pizza, but mac and cheese version.
Yummy. So I'm gonna share some of my ingredients because people are probably like, how the heck does she make a vegan macaroni and cheese?
Yes, tell us how it's gonna and it's delicious, Tracy. You gotta convince us. Is it delicious?
It's all about the flavor. Everything is all about the flavor, right? So I have no milk, right? No eggs. I do have a version of the milk, which I'm going to pull that out really quickly. I don't want to leave it sitting out, but I have oat milk. Now, if you do not like dairy and you want a different version of milk, oat milk is a great way to feel like you're drinking milk without drinking milk. And this is simply oats, water, sea salt, and citrus fiber in this oat milk. So no chemicals, nothing else in here, no thickeners, nothing like that. This is pure oat milk. So I use oat milk. I have, of course, my Himalayan sea salt and pepper, right, to flavor. But I'm going to tell you what else I flavor it with besides my cheese. But I got to pull out my cheese and I got to put on my glove because this cheese is very special. Got to pull out my cheese. So this is called Harrison Rudolph. It is a cashew cheese, right? And she was laughing there, but this cheese
we are looking. No, we looking. I'm curious.
So look, this has charcoal on it.
Okay.
It's delicious. You can just cut this cheese off and eat a piece, like just eat it, and you're like,
so it does taste good just to eat it by itself.
By itself, the flavor is absolutely amazing. So I use the cashew cheese. Right?
Okay, you may be convincing me. Keep going.
It's delicious. The cheese is delicious, which cheese is what makes the macaroni and cheese, right? So if the cheese is good, the cheese has flavor. But what I also do, which I do in regular macaroni and cheese as well, I like to put spicy golden in my macaroni and cheese.
Secret ingredient.
It is. So listen, this mustard right here is just water, organic vinegar, organic mustard seeds, salt, and organic turmeric. So nothing compromised in here as well. And I will show you my elbow noodles also. These are organic elbow noodles, right? And all this has in it is organic durum and wheat semolina, right? Nothing else, no compromising ingredients. And then of course I use a little extra virgin olive oil because I'm not using butter.
better.
Make sure that things still stay creamy, stay flavorful, right? You don't want to have dry macaroni and cheese. So the vegan version, that's how I did it. That's the ingredients. Very, very simple.
Very simple. And now let me ask you a question. Now, are you having company?
I am.
And is this the only version you're making?
No, because my family will not eat. My family will not eat vegan macaroni and cheese.
There for a minute, because no, and I think, and I say this to say, as if you saw a couple of shows ago, our producer also is trying to is converting to vegan eating, and also we have another, my daughter and her partner coming, and her partner is also vegan. So I do have a vegan menu going. So I appreciate those things. Yes, I do. Yeah. But I have alternatives for both. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely. You have to.
You have to. Because my husband literally said, no.
Right. Well, I heard your husband was backstage with us, and I heard him say, "Give me the chemicals," right? And my mom feels the same way. Like if you say organic in my house with my mom, it's taboo. Nothing should be organic. Nothing should be vegan. It's all taboo to her.
Right. Oh, I was just gonna say somebody's coming in my house because nobody was here for a moment. I said, "Whoa, I'm gonna have to stop recording." But that was the husband. He walked back in. He can confirm. But real quick, come back here. So no vegan for you, see?
No vegan for me. I'm gonna
you have to try it.
Try
it and see if you like it first before you say no vegan.
No.
I don't think I'm gonna do that.
The producer coming in now. He's muted.
Fem Talk, I had to jump in because my name was mentioned, and I think I have to be very clear on this. Yes, I am trying to live a plant-based lifestyle. But that does not apply on big days such as Thanksgiving.
Big day on Big Game Sunday.
Now,
Thursday.
There's some limitations.
Sundays.
The vegan macaroni and cheese, I would love to try on a different day. I'm not sure if that could be my Thanksgiving experiment, but I trust you enough to say that I would eat it as long as I know that I have the original somewhere tucked away just in case.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe you just do both versions on that day.
Yeah. On that day.
And I will say he had to go. He's running to get, because we running around getting all the stuff together. So I will say this is that the mac and cheese maker is the vegan guy. He is the expert, and we won't have no other. So he got to still give it.
Yes. Well, I'm gonna let you guys let you guys get back to cooking. Thank you for letting me hop in, and happy Thanksgiving, Fem Talk.
Happy Thanksgiving to our amazing producer. Yes, so I've shared my ingredients. One of you take it away and share yours as well.
Okay. Well, Shima, you want to go? I see that thing boiling. Go ahead, girl.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Oh, good. All right. So mine is so yummy. Oh, you got elbow macaroni. Oh, that's so good. But I do a little mix of both. When I was getting my stuff together, I was thinking, oh my God, everybody loves cheesy macaroni. And I do, but I love creamier more than I love cheesier. So
you say that again. You like what? Instead of what?
Creamier. I want it to be creamy and cheesy, but I would choose creamy over cheesy any day. And that doesn't mean don't put cheese in it. That just means if you can make a good roux, a good cheesy roux, then I'm all for it. So what I'm putting in mine is the standard sharp cheddar. I'm going to use some mozzarella because it melts really, really well and it keeps it cheesy and it has a little saltier cheese. It's one of the saltier cheeses like pizza.
Yeah.
And cream cheese. I don't normally put cream cheese, but cream cheese is a really good roux maker.
Yes.
So,
Yes,
and of course, I go with the old school roux maker because my mom is from the South. She is from Savannah, and their roux is butter, cream, or some kind of heavy milk, and eggs. And I will be putting all of that in there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the stars of my mac and cheese. Of course, I don't even know if you can see it. Let me see if I can get close. Let me see. Ooh, you see that? That's lump crab meat.
Mm-hmm.
I could eat that whole bowl. And then I'm going to get the 2 stars over here. Just give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm. And I love that she said cream cheese. I was looking for, which I could not find, and I'll have to continue to do more of a search, but I was looking for, there is a cashew cream cheese out there, but I just couldn't find
Yes, it is.
for this. So I have to go searching again for that. You know, I'm in the South, so it's not readily available like it was in New Jersey, but I will find it. I'm going to go.
And I know you will, because I think that's the thing, is finding the ingredients that you want to cook with.
That you want, yeah.
Part of the I'll say this, part of the Thanksgiving, I would say, process is shopping.
Mm-hmm.
I've been shopping for now 2 weeks in order to prepare. This morning, I ran to the farmer's market because I want fresh ingredients.
Mm-hmm.
And to your point, Tracy, I want them organic. I want them from the ground onto the stove.
Yes.
So we went to the Dutch market, and I love their products.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is fresh, nothing, no pesticides, none of that stuff.
Yeah.
And it just makes a difference because I believe in aromatics. My kids laugh at me, but that's part of the thing, is aromatics.
Yes.
It smell good. So
Mm-hmm.
you want your herbs, like the rosemary, the thyme, the parsley, the basil. Everything wants to, like eat it when you smell it cooking. You know what I'm saying?
Did you just say? I was just wondering. I thought I heard it.
Girl, all this. I don't know about y'all, but my mouth is watering. I see that large lobster tail, and I'm like, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put 4 of them in there. I wasn't gonna make a whole dish. Listen, I'm not trying to eat all this food, Fem Talk. I'm trying to behave. It's not happening. I was gonna make a half a box, I don't want to say serving, but a half a box, and maybe freeze it or give it to somebody else to eat, because I shouldn't be eating it at this moment, because Thanksgiving is not till Wednesday. I'm trying to.
I'll be up in North Jersey tomorrow, so
so I can give it to you tomorrow.
Right? Share.
So then I decided I'm just gonna make the full version. Put 4 lobster tails, 15 to 20 pieces of shrimp, the whole can of crab, and just go for it. Either I'm gonna freeze it and bring it to my bestie's house on Thanksgiving.
Or your other bestie, you can bring it to,
bring it in
tomorrow.
That's right.
That's right. I can share some with my other bestie tomorrow.
That's right.
So that is the plan.
That's the plan.
Yes.
I love it. That looks so good.
I love that you said farmer's market, Dr. Melissa.
Absolutely.
Chef Mimi, I should say today, Chef Mimi. I love that you said farmer's market, because I found, and I can't take credit for this, actually, my good friend Antoinette Marie found a farmer's market here. And I've been going to it ever since, but it is, oh my God, it's so amazing. But they have the real farmers come in with all of the produce, all of the great produce. And when you go to it, you know this because you do it, right? When you go to a farmer's market, the vegetables don't even look the same as they do in the grocery store. Completely different. I was showing my son sweet potatoes that I had gotten from the farmer's market. So clean. They look so different than the ones you get from,
it's amazing the difference. Like we went to some good stores, you know, to get, you know, you go to your grocery store, you get your onions and your peppers and things like that. But when we got to the farmer's market, I said, oh my God, I wish I didn't buy this. I wish I didn't buy that. Like the sous chef, I'm gonna give a shout out, Shirley Simmons. She was here earlier helping us. She was my sous chef for a moment. And she is the collard green maker. So we was like, no, she, like I said, ooh, there was collard green. I told her in the supermarket, they had collard green. I need the real ones. I need the fresh ones. I don't want to cut up. And when we went there, just the look of those collard greens in comparison, you can't even compare.
Yeah, I mean the leaves look beautiful, right? Like it's such a big difference. And I'm going to say shout out to the local farmers here in North Carolina because they're still out there, but there were a few of them that come from the mountain area, you know, that Boone, Asheville area that got hit by Hurricane Helene. However, they're still out there, you know, and they're still bringing what they have, and they're still trying to salvage what they can from their farms. So I wanted to give them a shout out.
To them.
This is real life, and I think Puppy Queenie is getting excited about the food.
Listen, I was getting ready to say, y'all know how if you've been in the house with your mom or your grandmom, everything is going on. She's cooking, kids are running through there, the dog is barking. Y'all know how it go.
Right.
So I keep looking at this camera.
The dog was barking because she done saw another dog.
I thought she was getting excited about what you were cooking.
What I'm cooking. Well, she kind of is. And let me share with you the cheeses I'm going to use. Absolutely. Like I said, mine is chorizo and sausages. But so meat lovers. I went meat lovers. So I'm using a Kobe Jack and a cheddar and a sharp cheddar for my cheeses. But like Shima said, I make a roux or bechamel, whatever you want to call it. Yes. And I like the creaminess also. So I have cut up some brie and some Gruyere.
Yes, I love it.
And they both are very creamy. I mean, you can see how soft this is. Look how soft this is.
That's what I was just doing, squeezing the cream cheese. I was like, oh.
Yes, and this is just so soft. So it's going to be so melty. It's going to melt. It's going to be a smooth kind of flavor to it. So I'm going to put that. I'll put that in right now. Because I got to get all of my cheeses melted. So
that's what I'm doing right now, Mimi. I'm putting the roux together.
Yes, I'm doing the roux.
And I'm going to put the hot macaroni right on top of it.
He's already done, right? Yours is done too, Chima, right?
The roux? The macaroni, yes.
The macaroni.
And mine is still hot. So when I put the roux in here and mix it all together, I'm going to put the hot macaroni and cheese on top once I get the eggs in there mixed up good, because that's one tip, you guys. I don't know if you know how to make it, but just know you do not want your eggs to cook when you're making the roux. So keep everything cool before
low stove. Yeah, to your point, Shim, it's a low stove. That's because you don't want it to overcook. And again, don't use the mozzarellas or the parmesans because they don't melt the same way, and they're gonna make everything kind of lumpy. Tastes good, but it doesn't make a good mac and cheese. And I love that you mentioned mustard. Mustard is the secret ingredient for cheese, and it punches out the cheese. So I'm going to be adding my mustard, and then I'll show you some of the ingredients. I do believe a lot of people don't, but you mentioned it, Tracy. You have to season your cheese. Your roux got to be seasoned. So seasoning that stuff is good. So I'm going to be adding some mustard. So I'm gonna go over here. And as you can see, that cheese, that thing is coming together. But I'm gonna add now some ground white pepper.
Isn't it wonderful how the vegan cooker is so prepared and her ingredients are so
She's eating already.
It was super clean. That's why.
That's what I was saying.
Clean. So when you think about it, when you think about as you transition to a healthy lifestyle, especially if it's plant-based, right? You don't have all those other added ingredients. Like I said, normally, of course, just like you two, I would put eggs and milk and a roux, right, with the cream cheese and the butter, and I would add all of those things to the mac and cheese. But because it's plant-based, I haven't put any of that in there. And this looks so different, but it tastes so good because my cheese is smoked with charcoal.
Oh, nice.
And when I tell you it tastes delicious, it tastes delicious. But it looks funny. It's not gonna look like the normal mac and cheese. Like if you could see this, right? I'm trying to put this down here. And it has the smoke on it from the charcoal. So, and it would be creamier if I could have found my cashew cream cheese, then it would have had a creamier consistency to it.
Mm-hmm.
But the flavor is good. And the smoke from the charcoal, oh my God.
It's just delicious, right?
He said the flavor is good as she eats.
As she eats it, right?
Yes.
But I think that's part of it. And let me say this, a good cook eats while they're cooking because you got to know that the food you're making tastes good. So
right.
You should have your test spoons. Mm-hmm. Hello, your test spoons on the side. You don't double dip.
That was
have your test spoons on the side so you can taste it as it's going.
Have several.
Right. I'm adding, this is our organic oregano. So it got a lot of flavor, this mac and cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'm putting in my mustard.
The mustard is what does it.
I think that was the trick I learned after the fact, is the mustard.
I didn't even know that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I learned that on a cooking show. Mm-hmm. And that was actually it was on TikTok. TikTok is now becoming the place to learn how to cook. And what I do like about TikTok and Instagram is that you see them going through the motions. Mm-hmm. It does help you kind of get your stuff together.
I actually got that from my girlfriend's mom. God rest her beautiful soul. But she's the one who told me about adding the mustard to it as well to give it the flavor.
Now, I'm just stepping away for 2 seconds because this is another ingredient. If you don't do the cream cheese, you could also do sour cream. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to add a little bit of sour cream in mine because I have so many cheeses going on, and I have a lot of seasoning. So I'm going to give the sour cream to get that creaminess because the cream cheese right now would be a little bit too much cheese, and I want to bring a little bit of.
Cut it a little bit.
You want more cream.
I'm going to use a sour cream to kind of do that. Again, either one works, but like I said, this is going to bring it kind of a little bit of a balance. And I just did 2 teaspoons of it, so it's not even a lot.
I actually made a very small bowl of this because my son can't eat cashews, so he can't enjoy the plant-based because of the cashews. So
this son is allergic to cashews. Mm-hmm. And I think that's another thing. Also being aware of the allergies. My son is allergic to peanuts, so I'm very cautious not to use peanut sauce or anything that includes peanuts on it. Mm-hmm. And I will say this: if you're hosting, I'm gonna taste it. Look. Oh wow, that tastes so good. Mm-hmm. But if you're hosting, do ask people do they have allergies. Mm-hmm. Even if it's to tell them not to eat something or to be cautious how you cook. So if you're inviting people, do tell them to tell you they have allergies, okay? A lot of times we know family members, but sometimes we don't know other guests.
Right.
But that roux has really come together. I'm gonna put a little bit more cream cheese in it. Mm-hmm. Again, using my multiple spoons.
Yes.
No, because we don't want people double dipping.
Sure don't.
Right.
Don't, you know.
That is not allowed.
Not allowed, and you need to know that. Shoot, because people ain't doing that kind of stuff.
Cut it out.
Cut it out. That's a no-no. Okay.
I'm dancing.
Tell us,
Not
ladies,
even eating, and I'm dancing.
after you come back from break, what
Ooh,
some
yes.
of your Thanksgiving traditions are.
Ooh,
Yeah. Well, I have some Thanksgiving. I have a whole itinerary. I can't wait to tell y'all.
After break,
I
let
got a
us
new
know.
one.
Let's take a quick break, everybody, and we will be right back.
2, 1.
Hello, and we are back. Battle of the Sides. I'm still here enjoying my smoked cashew cheese, macaroni and cheese.
I'm assuming you are going to eat that tonight and whatever tomorrow. You will not.
Well, I made a really small bowl just because, like I said, my son can't eat it, so I didn't make it too big.
Ooh.
So it might be gone before we finish the show.
I just want to see if y'all can see this room.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see that room?
Mm-hmm.
I got yours. I see yours. You see mine. I tell you, the roux is it. Now, I will say that, and let me just give him a shout out. Nick does not do a roux. He doesn't believe in roux.
Oh no, Mr. Producer.
Mr. Producer doesn't believe in the roux. I don't know if you might want to come on and explain what he does.
No, the old-fashioned way they didn't really do it.
I will explain. I'm very big on how I was taught, and I inherited my grandmother's recipe that went down to all my aunts, and when it got to me, I took over. Now, they used and I made changes. I thought that were necessary to still produce a really good mac and cheese, but like they use, and a lot of people did this back then, a baked macaroni and cheese. We weren't making a bechamel sauce. You were getting that Velveeta, and you were getting that cheese that could fall apart and make that creamy effect.
I'm not mad at Velveeta. I know Tracy. It ain't the thing no more, but I ain't mad at it. Go ahead.
But I've also learned how to, and I learned a lot about cheeses and know which cheeses go really well together, where I eliminated that need for it, but I build it in layers. I fold in the cheese into the pasta and let it melt in the pan while the cheese is still cooking, right?
Me too.
I then pour some in, but then I layer the cheese in it. So the pasta itself gets a coating of cheese, but then when it bakes, you let the cheese melt through in, and then I pour the milk in, and I do all the stuff to let the cheese bake through. Because I think that's why we call it a baked macaroni and cheese. It's not a macaroni and cheese with a bechamel sauce. I think it's easy. Mastering a baked mac and cheese without your cheese already being melted. That's where the challenge comes in.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
No, I don't make this roux. I don't make a sauce. And last year, and another big thing, and my mom might fight this one a little bit. I don't believe in pre-shredded cheese as well when I make my mac and cheese.
Boom. Thank you.
I need a fresh block of cheese for whatever cheeses I'm using. We're gonna cut it up and shred it. But that's where the real cheese flavor is. And
That's
sometimes with that shredded cheese that's in a bag already, you have to use so much to try to get ounce of cheese taste. To the point where I did it last year, and my brother, who is a connoisseur of good mac and cheese, came up to me and goes, you have done better, and I'm expecting it.
Uh-oh.
So that also was my wake-up call, like, ooh, I can't make this mistake again.
Mhm.
I gotta do it the way I know how to do it. So I get my praise, because losing the right to, if you own a dish in your family and you're the one who makes it at every gathering,
yeah, you gotta come with it.
You get one mess up before we start looking at another option.
Yeah.
Or a replacement.
Yeah, like I can't get replaced. I love this job too much. When you get a staple dish, I think you have your family members, like we said, my aunt does the collard greens. She does a really good cornbread stuff, and like people have their staples.
Mm-hmm.
So when you get to the main table, I have a staple that I bring. You have to hit it every single time, and you mess up, we're gonna look for our new volunteer.
And
Who can step up and take over.
I love it.
Yes,
So I think that's the key. And we mentioned it on Thursday. The last show is let the people who know how to do it do it.
Yeah.
And you don't want to mess with that on Thanksgiving. You want to make sure that the people that are going to cook it right.
I remember
people experiment at family gatherings.
Right. I remember.
Not on Thanksgiving. Maybe those other holidays.
Right.
You can experiment.
No, not even on the other. Experiment by yourself.
Right. Stay home at your house.
Stay at your house and experiment.
I can remember my great aunt one year. She said, "Oh, just get the Stouffer's macaroni and cheese."
Absolutely.
What? Are you out of your mind?
Nope.
Can we tell the story?
Huh?
Go ahead, tell the story.
I go, one year, our family, because we're so big, we decided, you know what? No one should cook this year. Let's rent a hall and get it catered.
Let's be honest. Not everybody agreed with that one. That was
But
I can see how that would be.
Went along with it.
We did it. Everyone had to pay the catering fee, and that was how you came to Thanksgiving. You paid your cut.
You paid your cut.
Lord Jesus Christ. I am, because then we left Thanksgiving disappointed because I did not have the meal I wanted to have.
Now mind you,
now we have to go home and cook everything that we wanted to make the next day and have the whole Thanksgiving.
Now Mama Simmons already had her turkey done. I was ready for it. But we came home, we had Thanksgiving. Because you still wanna talk about traditions, right? I love the tradition of Thanksgiving, the cooking. This is the fun part, the talking, the collaborating. Like Shirley and I, last night, we're at the store, Lamont, me, Shirley. We're just running in the store, getting this, getting that. That's part of the
menu. Like we sat down at breakfast a couple weeks ago and we planned out the whole menu. And then we got to the store and then we started adding things to the menu because, oh, look at this. Oh, this is not that bad. But it's a family. Thanksgiving is a family, and if you're not, and it's the family either given to you or the family that you choose. But Thanksgiving is about spending that entire process with your family and creating those moments and creating those opportunities for us just to do stuff together. And that's how you have fun with it. So you don't feel like you have all the responsibility. Like make a shopping committee, make a menu committee to set everything up. And they handle that. For the big dishes, right? You have someone, hey, be in charge of create us a specialty drink for the night. Prepare for the games. Like you can get real creative with including your family to participate in things.
I love that.
And
I think the tradition, Tracy and Shima, is that mom would cook. by the time dinner was done, she's exhausted, can't breathe, can't eat.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that concept has to kind of dissipate and let everybody participate.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't want to feel exhausted when the dinner comes. I want to feel like I could participate now. So I think unless you're a chef, and even the chefs, I think you should still have people help you, is let everybody participate and let the good people do this one, that one, separate everything. But I like what Nick is saying. It's a whole event. As a matter of fact, I have a whole entire itinerary.
A whole itinerary. It starts tomorrow. It goes from Sunday to next Saturday. There's literally an event. I think the only day we have off is Monday.
Monday and Tuesday you have off. But it starts tomorrow. Tomorrow, family pictures. On Wednesday, we are going into the city to see the balloons blown up. Then we're heading to Bryant Park to participate in their festivities, right? Then on Thursday is Turkey Day. Then on Friday, we are going to see Wicked. And then we're going to decorate the house for Christmas. And on Saturday, we are going to Christmas Village in Pennsylvania. So again, tradition, and it's a time to spend with family, right?
I love it. I remember Nick just reminded me of something because when we talked about that gathering that you did at a hall, but you had somebody cater it. We gathered at a hall. We got all the cousins, all the family together, but we decided that everybody was going to cook, that we knew could cook. So like you had multiple turkeys coming in, multiple pans of macaroni and cheese, but everybody that could cook was assigned dishes to cook. When I tell you it's one of the best moments that I remember for Thanksgiving. And we just rented out a hall and everybody brought in the food.
And that was the great part. That part of having all of us together, because we also got the ability to branch out, because I grew up with one holiday we spent with my mom's side of the family and one holiday we spent with my father's side of the family. So when we did that, both sides were together. Everyone had the ability to invite both sides of their family. So it was this massive family gathering. My favorite part was being with all my cousins. Now we had fun, like it was such a great time, the family aspect of it. But the food could have been better. It could have been better. And maybe it was the place, because I know one year we ordered fried turkeys from the city. And we drove into the city to get our fried turkeys. They forgot, they messed up the delivery, so we had to go pick it up. And then they sent us another turkey anyway.
Wow.
So, and those turkeys were amazing. So maybe it was on us for not doing a full-on trial run with the place. I should have done a full tasting before.
A taste testing like you do for a wedding.
Yeah. Maybe that was on us. I will accept some responsibility. No, I'm not accepting any responsibility. I was not on the planning committee for that. No, they messed up. Someone should have tasted the food.
It's so
but
funny
no, it was such a good
planning committee. Like, that at least your mom was agreeing with the planning committee. You know what the planning committee would look like here? I forgot this. Go get it. Oh, I'm gonna get this. I didn't get it. You get it. Oh, tell your sister to stop at the store. Oh, y'all stop at the store on your way back. Oh, we forgot this. Oh, you don't have any in your house? Okay, I'm gonna go get it. Oh, while you out, get this. That's the planning committee.
And wait, so that was one of the things that I was gonna mention, Sheba. Thank you for that, because our families are combined and intertwined.
Yes.
And I was gonna say that this year nobody is going to the store on Thanksgiving at the last minute.
No, I'm sorry. I don't think any of us are beating that allegation this year.
No,
I'm not doing it. I'm tapping out. If my hands weren't in the lobster right now, I'd be tapping out. I'm not going to the store on Thanksgiving.
Right.
Not me. Not it.
How many years have we looked up? Okay, this store's still open at 3. Run there real quick.
Run there to get this and that. No.
I love you, mommy, but my mother is infamous for the last minute store run on a holiday.
Right. And if you need ice, oh well, your drink gonna be cold if I gotta go.
Hello.
I go, that's the first one. Get 5 bags of ice today, guys. Put it in the freezer.
Put your glass in the freezer.
Put it right. Put your
Fill the
everything in
glass.
the freezer and just pray it cool off by the time you're ready to drink it.
And that's the planning of it. The planning is from the ice to the drink to the games to everything. And that's what helps. Now, I will say this. If you are assigned to do something, please don't show up 3 hours after they said to come.
Right.
Because then, I mean, now, at least drop it off. Because we have those family people who are assigned a part of the meal and then decide to come late.
With it.
No can do, mama.
At least drop it off early. So I have a cousin who used to do that, and now what she does is she'll drop it off early, and then she'll go back and get dressed and come back later. But at least you have the food on time.
At least you have it. Right.
Queen, you want some?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
She goes. Yes. She goes. You're at the stove. What are you making us?
Right. Right. How dare you give it to all the people and not me?
So real quick, if you see, I put all. I have 2 plain ones. This is the one with the bacon and the chorizo, and this is the one with the buffalo chicken. And if you notice, this one's a little bit more red. So now I'm pretty much finished, but I am going to add, nothing is, I love me some paprika.
Oh, and I love the iron pans that you have them in.
Yes. So they're, so that's going to really take on a nice look. But
it looks like the restaurant.
Yes, and I like the individuality about it. So now I can do a few different things. Now, everybody got it in with the breadcrumbs on top.
Now, that's debatable. Everybody has that debate. A lot of people, I say, not everybody. But do you want breadcrumbs or do you not? I was going to do it this time, but I changed my mind.
I think it works in one way. Me being a mac and cheese connoisseur, it is I think for a baked mac and cheese, because it's taking a while, you don't need breadcrumbs because you get a really, it's if you want the cheese crust really, or if you want an actual texture crust. Because the cheese crust is great at the top, but once you crack it and it folds in, it kind of melts into your mac and cheese if you're eating it hot. Breadcrumbs adds that texture. Same thing when you add, and I think breadcrumbs is great when you have other things in your mac and cheese. So when you're adding chicken, when you're adding seafood, the breadcrumb element probably makes a really good thing. But if I'm having a strict plain mac and cheese, I think let the cheese just crust on top and that's enough.
I agree. So we're gonna put these all in the oven. I'm gonna use my my air fryer, and it's gonna be ready.
Wow.
Air frying.
Yeah. Interesting.
And I think that's, just to say, that's another thing. Ovens are premium on Thanksgiving, right? So finding out how to use an air fryer, the barbecue outside. One of the things I'm gonna do also, I'm gonna fry turkey wings on Thanksgiving. So I have literally a fryer to go outside. So Lamont's involved because he brings out the barbecue. We do the fryer. So using other, the oven is not the end all, the be all. You can use other alternatives to make other times food, and that really does free up time and makes things go a lot easier. So
before I mix this, I wanted y'all to take a look. Do you see what that is right there? I got excited.
The crab? Is that the crab?
Yeah. I really got excited.
Let me see. Where's the crab?
I want it right there. It's crab. I did too. I did the lump crab, and then is this the jumbo or is this the claw? Yeah, the lump crab and the claw. Because my sister tells me that there's more flavor in the claw.
Yeah.
So I did both. It's meatier in the lump. It's tastier in the claw. So why not give you a little bit of both?
Yeah.
Meaty, cheesy, creamy. It's gonna be a meal. You may not want nothing else.
Where do I have to meet you at tomorrow? I'll be in Jersey around 2 p.m. So serious, because I'm gonna need a bowl of that.
Well, see, now you don't have to worry about, this is too much, because you got two takers right there already.
Yeah, that
Absolutely.
looks amazing.
Mhm.
Oh my God,
But
I want to eat it, and it's not
you
even baked.
guys, you all have been giving so many good do's and don'ts for Thanksgiving to make sure that people are properly prepared. And I had one more that I thought of. It kind of combines the two things that you just said. Oven space is very key, and don't be showing up late.
Mhm.
Also, if you are going to someone else's house and you are responsible for a dish, cook it before you get there, or make sure you have a conversation with the person
Yes.
Absolutely.
if you have permission to cook in their house.
Yes.
Is there space for you to cook? Is there time for you to cook?
Where the bell at? Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, right.
Because you
You
do
can't
not
walk
show
in
up.
with
I
the
mean, you have
ingredients
to
and
do
go,
that.
oh, I need about an hour. An
Mhm.
hour? We said dinner was at 3 so we can eat at 5, and you showed up at 4:30 asking for another hour?
Mhm.
See, and that's why we say, because everyone's Thanksgiving starts at 3 o'clock now, so you can maybe eat by 5 or 6.
Mhm.
Right.
Right.
It done changed the whole dynamic.
Right.
That's a good one. That is a good one.
That's a great one.
Making sure you can cook, because I don't show up at people's house. Now, if, like, for example, if somebody's spending the night before, then we work out who has the kitchen at certain times. But you don't show up with your dish and say, okay, it needs to bake now an hour and a half.
Mhm. Well, I used to be responsible for the turkey in New Jersey. So instead of me lugging the turkey on the same day, I used to just stay at my grandmother's. I'm just gonna do it here. I'm just gonna do it here the night before, the day before. I'm gonna clean it, base it, cook, season it, all that good stuff, and throw it in the oven like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Hand clap. Turkey, that's another thing. Okay, big tip, if this is your first year or you haven't done it yourself, turkeys, you wake up early.
Yes.
And you get the turkey in the oven at least 2 to 3 hours before dinner starts. Mm-hmm. So you back into that, depending, it's all about the size of the turkey, the pounds, how many hours you keep it in. I usually wake up between 4 and 5 o'clock, just like you, Tracy. I start my turkey then. It has enough time to cook. I have enough time to base. Usually it's done by noon time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, tell them, to be honest, you season it.
Oven at noon, right?
You season it even before that. So you let it sit and you brine it, and then you season, and then you just let it sit. So when we say wake up at 4 or 5, you're actually just waking up, putting it in the oven, and going back to lay down.
Yeah, that's right, because it is already seasoned. I don't brine my turkey, but only because I tried it once. It's a lot of salt. Mm-hmm. I'm not a big believer in that one, and I honestly, my turkey is so soft, so juicy, so flavorful. I don't see the need for it for me. I use everything you can think of inside the turkey and outside, including apples. I'll use some oranges. I use every kind of vegetable.
Is it Thanksgiving yet?
Well, you know what, too? If you cook it upside down first, all of the juice is on the bottom of the turkey. So if you cook it upside down first and allow those juices to flow through the turkey,
that breast,
it's almost done. Then you turn it over so that it can brown properly on the top.
That's another one.
Upside down.
That's another one.
Do we see what Tina is doing?
Mm-hmm.
Do we see that shredding on top?
Oh, just the old school shredder too. Go ahead, girl.
It's the old school shredder. And wait, let me correct you. That's not on top. That's the middle. I still got some more to put in there. That's how I do it. That's how I do it.
Mac and cheese.
I know y'all see me using my hands. I wash my hands every time I walk.
Just wash your hands. Just wash your hands when you start, and you good.
That's it. That's it.
Come on, no double dipping and washed hands.
Absolutely.
Sing happy birthday. And I will say this: I love that. In terms of the turkey, again, I go under the skin, and so mine is juicy because I season literally under the skin. I make talk about a roux. I make a garlic roux, a garlic butter roux, and I go under the skin with my turkey. So every piece of it is delicious.
All right, now.
Come on now. I see
Now
that
it's
thing
going.
coming together.
Wow.
Y'all see them shrimp, that shrimp and that lobster sitting on top.
Wow.
Is that the pan you're giving us tomorrow? Is that our
Make
pan?
sure y'all understand. Y'all know I don't cook. I don't know if you ever heard me say that on any other show. I know how to cook. You can't live in Jeanette Stroud's house and not know how to cook. I don't like to cook. Let me take that back. I'm taking it all back. I don't cook because I don't want to cook and I don't have to. But when I do,
watch out.
Okay. I'm just gonna leave it right there.
Watch out. Is that my pan, Shima?
Well, are you making macaroni and cheese?
No, I think you're gonna have to share some of this. What you say?
I said, are you making the mac and cheese
for your house?
Yeah. Okay.
You know, mommy already made turnips. We didn't talk. Nobody said that when we were talking about all the sides and stuff. I don't know if you eat turnips, but I came home the other day. She had 2 huge pots of turnips, one with meat and one without, because she wasn't sure if her other daughter was going to eat turnips, so she didn't put meat in that one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, Shima, you brought up something really, really important. What is what is required on your first plate on Thanksgiving? Like, what has to be on your plate?
That's such a good question.
The wing.
The first plate.
I fight
the turkey
for the
wing.
I'd rather not even have a turkey and make a whole pan of turkey wings. The
Okay.
wing is it for me.
Yeah.
That's the first plate.
I love it. Can I say my first plate?
Go ahead.
I'm secretly real greedy. Right? So it has to be, these are the staples for me. First of all, collard greens get their own plate. So I got 2 plates because the collard greens get their own plate. But the other plate will have the turkey. I don't even care what piece it is, but turkey, macaroni and cheese, and mashed potatoes.
Thank you for saying mashed potatoes. Because I mentioned it and my mom was like, mashed potatoes? I go, yes.
No, we didn't grow up with mashed potatoes, and neither did
we.
Lamont. So that's not a staple on Thanksgiving. My Thanksgiving plate, first plate, is the falling off pieces of the turkey with that soft piece of skin that was drenched in the bottom, like you said, Tracy. It's that piece.
It got a little chewiness to it.
What? That's compollo, because we got rice. See, we don't have potatoes, but we got rice. With the rice drizzled with the gravy. Then, of course, the meat stuffing, the collard greens, the string beans, my piece of ham with the piece of the pineapple that fell off. And on the side, a little dollop of the cranberry sauce.
Not a dollop.
And potato salad.
Oh, you got the whole menu almost on your plate.
She got the whole plate.
I like to do so after my first plate, because I don't like to mix sweet and salty. Then I'll do a plate of sweet potatoes.
Oh wow!
Sweet potatoes comes after for me too. It doesn't.
I treat it like a dessert.
Like dessert, yeah.
Right. It doesn't make the first plate.
Yeah.
It comes in after.
Okay,
You
but
know what
when you have the sweet potatoes with the mac and cheese, and if you get both of them in one good bite together,
I was getting ready to say. Nope. I don't have sweet potato in my bite, but my bite is collard greens, potato salad, macaroni cheese, a little piece of ham, and a little piece of turkey. If I can get all that on one fork and just
Wait, what was that noise? What was that?
I was showing you the mac and cheese done.
Yeah.
Y'all see that?
All right.
It's
done? Is ready to go.
It pretty much is done. I mean, when I tell you it is sizzling.
I just want to let y'all know that I left these 2 because I'm going to roast them and put them on top of the macaroni and cheese as presentation if I was serving it.
Wow.
Okay, plating. Okay,
But I will
plating.
do it. Take a picture, post it on our Fem Talk page, so you'll see it, and then I'll just eat the lobster myself.
Love it.
I love it. I love it.
Yes.
Wow. I think we are pretty much. I have to put my glasses on. We are at the end of the show.
I gotta bring mine out. Give me a second. I'm bringing them out.
Bring them out. Bring them out.
Hurry up.
Bring them out, Jay-Z. Bring them out.
That's it. That's it.
Bring them out.
Oh my God.
At number one.
Do with it. What am I
Yes.
do with it?
Yes. Yes. I don't even have any more. Let me show you my empty plate.
You ate it all.
Oh.
She was eating by the time we started.
I ate it
I ain't
all.
waiting. I don't have no time. This a done deal.
I made a small, very small bowl.
It's called Happy Pre-Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
But I think that's important. It's especially if, like we were talking about trying out meals, but you can also, for people who are struggling with cooking, you can start early.
Mm-hmm.
Like a couple of weeks ago, we had turkey legs, turkey wings actually, or my family did. I just got some stuffing and some collard greens, but we saved all that broth and froze it. Now when we get to Thanksgiving, we can just pull that out and use that as our base if we're making multiple meals at the same time instead of waiting for that a new broth to be made.
Mm-hmm.
So you can do slow things throughout the month to get you prepared.
Right.
If you like sweet potatoes and pumpkins, you can do that weeks and weeks ahead, turn it into your puree already, and then freeze that as well.
That's right.
Use your freezer to help you. You can save a lot of time the week of by using your freezer and just doing practical things throughout the week.
Absolutely. Mommy froze all her sweet potato pies. They're already ready. The ones that are going with us, the ones she's giving out. The ones she's giving out, she gave out and told them to freeze it.
That's smart.
Look.
Okay, so I have to tell my story real quick because my second mommy over there makes me sweet potato pie. Do not ask me for a piece of my sweet potato pie. She usually makes me two because one I will share, the other one I'm going to eat by myself.
They come.
Give myself grace at Thanksgiving to eat sweet potato pie. I don't have it any other time of the year, but I'm going to eat that whole pie by myself. Don't ask me for a piece of my pie. Get the second one over there.
You sound like my kids with banana pudding.
No. That's that. I'm deviled eggs. I get my own tray of deviled eggs every year. And my aunt knows just to bring it in and put it in the fridge, and no one touches that one. Don't even look at it. I'm not sharing it. No.
That's right.
That is good. As y'all see, I ate all three.
Which one's your favorite?
Excuse me.
Honestly, I think the buffalo chicken one.
That's different.
It had a spice, that extra pow of the spice. But the chorizo was a close second. The chorizo and the bacon, because chorizo is a sausage that has a lot more flavor to it.
Yes,
and it has a little bit more punch. But both of them are so good. And the plain one, if that's when I tell you, it is delicious. So that's 1, 2, 3. But I'm going back and eating all three. Sorry.
Love it.
So good. Absolutely delicious.
Well, I'm gonna have to taste mine later. So but I'll let y'all know.
That's right.
All right.
Woo-hoo. Come on now. Is that good mac and cheese?
Here it comes.
Oh, stop it. Is that a lobster tail on top of it?
That is a lobster tail.
Oh, no, you didn't. Oh my God. Oh my, look how pretty she looks.
Can you see it? Can you see it?
Pretty. Oh yeah. Oh, look at the shrimp and the lobster. Oh. Wow. See, that looks delicious.
Yummy goodness. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
Look at that. Look at that. Fem Talkers, I don't know. I'm going to be a little sick this weekend.
Oh, you may have to, but you could share. If you
I
share,
definitely
you don't
don't
have
have
to
to
be
share
sick.
this. I figured I'd slice it up and everybody get a good hunk. My mom used to say, "Oh, we're gonna cut it when it gets cold. Just cut a chunk of it and eat it cold." So I can see her doing that. So I'm gonna have
With
to cut
this,
it
I
up.
may have to say, yeah, I can see it too. Because wait, can you get close? Can you get closer?
Yes. Let me see. Let's see if I can get some light on this
'Cause
situation.
my mouth a little watery right about
Wait
now.
a minute.
Whoa.
Put it right here.
Oh yeah, there you go.
And
Oh,
then,
look at her. Oh, she beautiful.
am I getting it close? Sure, I don't even know.
Yeah. Move over a little bit, the other side. Yeah. Oh,
There
she
we
go.
go.
Wow. Oh, that looks delicious. Oh man, look at that lobster
Look
tail.
at that. That looks yummy, and it's
Yeah.
bubbling. And we were talking about all the nice little crispy pieces.
Uh-huh.
Yes, honey. I want to cut
Oh
into it.
yeah.
I should, huh?
I think you done put your foot in your toe and the pocketbook, everything in it.
I hope so. You know, I ain't tasted yet, so I hope it's tasting good.
Girl, please. What can be
Girl,
wrong with that?
that looks good.
That is
Uh-oh.
delish. Oh my goodness.
Love
This
it.
was fun.
All right. This was great, everybody. We love you out there. We hope that everybody enjoys their Thanksgiving wherever you are going to be with your family and friends. We hope that you're just surrounded by love and that you are grateful for everything that you have in this world. Take care. We love you. We'll see you next week on Fem Talk.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.